So Earl Sweatshirt just released a new album titled "Sick" this past Friday, and I'm here to review it. But before we get into the album, I do want to give you guys my thoughts on Earl Sweatshirt. I wouldn't consider myself a fan. I feel like his music sometimes it's either a hit or a miss. For me, uh, I do think he has a unique style, and sometimes that unique style, sometimes I don't really like it that much. He has put out some good projects, but at the same time, he also put out some projects that I'm not a huge fan of, which probably is a hot take, honestly. Uh, I mean, I guess I could see the appeal for Earl Sweatshirt, but just in my opinion, he's either hit or miss. So going into this album, sick, uh, I just knew right off the bat I'm either gonna love it or I'm gonna hate it, and safe to say that I did enjoy it for what it is. One thing that I like about this album is how short the album is, and I know that's the case for his most recent projects. That his albums have been short and straight to the point, and yeah, this one is no exception. Uh, Earl Swisher just comes in and does what he does best, and wastes no time on doing so. Earl Swisher has always been good with metaphors, and he does it so well in this album. The album is short; it's like a 22-minute album, I think, which means some songs on here are short. Like some songs are less than 2 minutes, and that could be good, and it could also be a bad thing because the song could leave you wanting more. But in this case, in my opinion, the songs tend to be forgettable, just how short they are. That's not the case with older songs. There's some songs on here that are good and they are not forgettable, but the songs, especially in the later half of the album, I pretty much forget about them, and there isn't a thing to hold on to. Uh, Although I will say this, the production on this project is clean, and maybe that's a reason why you want to come back to this album. Definitely better than his last project, The Feet of Clay. I think it's better than some rap songs, although I'm not a huge fan of some rap songs. I think that album is overrated. Uh, I mean, I guess I could see why some people would like it, but in my opinion, it's not really a good album. Now, although the album is good, I don't really see myself coming back to these songs individually. Maybe I'll come back to revisit the album every once in a while, but I won't come back to these songs and be like, yo, I want to play that song off this album, you know? Um, the features were great, not a single moment wasted. The production, like I said before, the production was clean. My favorite songs on here were Vision, Lie, um, Old Friend, 2010, and Fire in Hole. Those are my top five favorite songs on this project. I'm gonna try to make this video short. I don't really have a lot to say about this project. I did enjoy it. Now, is it worth just streaming the album, buying the CD, or buying it on vinyl? I think it's worth buying the CD if it ever comes out. In my opinion, I won't buy the album on vinyl just because I don't think I should spend the extra money on it. Probably the production might be worth a buy on vinyl, but honestly, I think I'm just fine with buying the CD. So with that being said, let's go ahead and rate the album from a scale from 1 to 10. This album gets a 6.5 out of 10. I don't really think there's anything uh, too great. I mean, yes, the things he said, the bars that he was doing were really, really good, but just out of enjoyment, I don't think there's anything that I'm gonna come back to, you know. Definitely going to revisit this project every once in a while. The production really is probably my favorite thing about this project. And yeah, that is my thoughts on Sick. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Until next time.